So the next part that we're going to touch on is the difference between swinging your hips and pushing your hips. So traditionally, like we talked about with the soccer style kickers, they will twist their hips too much, and that will lead to a over rotation. It's very hard to time it up correctly. And if you're off by even a quarter of an inch, you'll very likely push it either way or pull it. If you're early on your rotation and you hit it, your hips are rotated before your foot actually hits the ball. Or if you're late, where your foot hits the ball but everything is back, that's going to cause a huge issue. So instead of that, let's focus on keeping everything where it needs to be from the beginning. So going to an example real quick, let's say the ball is right in front of me. As I get set in my stance, what I like to do and what I like to teach my kickers is keep your hips locked in, or more so primed and ready to go from start to finish. Because a lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll have their butt disengaged and sticking out almost as they're set. You're having to get ready as you come in, but instead, why don't we just get ready from the beginning so you don't have to do that later? So instead, we'll pull our hips in a little bit, pull your belly button to your chest, kind of compress it a little bit, almost as if you're flexing your abs. I don't need you to like overthink this and think you need to like brace everything, but you just want to engage your hips a little bit more. So whenever you're in, everything is ready to go, and you simply keep that posture the whole way through. So whenever you come in, your hips are still engaged and you can push up, through, and forward with your swing instead of trying to time it and swing across, and God knows where the ball is going to go. So I'm not sure if you caught that, but what I mean is pushing your hips up through the ball instead of trying to time it up. That's the difference that a lot of people haven't been doing or haven't recognized since they've been kicking. So again, as you come in, instead of thinking go around it or twist it, why don't we think engage our hips and swing up and push our hips up through the ball. So we go up and forward. That's the direction that we want our leg and body to go, instead of trying to over rotate. And again, a very simple trick or tip to use or utilize whenever you're in your stance is thinking of keeping everything locked in and engaged. It's a very slight difference, but you go from here to here, and what that's going to do is that's going to allow you to engage your entire body, your glutes, your hamstrings, and your quads all at the same time, so that everything is ready, and you just simply maintain that the whole way through. And then as you come in, you swing and you bring everything up again and drive through the ball.